Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you guys another Prelude, which is right over here. Um, so, so right here, this is a 1995 Prelude SE model. I think I got it about, I want to say about maybe 6 weeks ago now. So I got it 6 weeks ago for only $600. Actually, it was a pretty low price, and the whole car, it all runs. So I took it home, and I realized that um, I I realized registration on this car was going to take a really long time because apparently the owner lost the title. So I pretty much had to, um, I had to track the owner down, had to sign a bunch of papers, but fortunately I was able to get all that cleared up with the DMV. So now I've got a title for it, and it's perfectly street legal now. So I can drive it anywhere, and just have fun with it basically. I've still got the other black Prelude. I've got another black Prelude that's black. It's currently at home. I don't have it here. Currently at a parking lot right now. But I have the other Prelude still, and I bought this one as a car that I could use just as like a new daily car, and I'd keep my black Prelude as just a car for storage, and even as a backup if this car ends up in the shop for whatever reason. Because this car only has about I don't it doesn't even have 140,000 miles on it. If I think I can show you guys here. Um, Go in here. Where did I leave the key? Here it is. Turn the ignition. So yeah, it's only got 100 and I don't know if you guys can see it. It's only got 137,000 miles on it. So it's a very low mileage car, and I figured, well, gee, for $600 and not even 140K, I figured this would be a really great deal, and so far it really has been. I mean, it's been driving as it should, and so far the only things I've done to this car were I replaced the battery because I remember when I first looked under the hood of this car back when I was actually buying it, I saw that the battery actually had it was like corroded to like no end basically. It was really bad. So I had to buy another battery from Costco, um, like I did with the black Prelude, and I put that new battery in here. So now the car has a new battery. I also changed the oil, and I also flushed the transmission. So now this car has new engine oil, new transmission fluid, and a new battery. And then the other bonus was that this car actually came with service papers, which the black car did not. So I looked through those, and the main things I saw in there were I think it had some radiator work. That I think the whole radiator was replaced at one point about a couple years ago. And the other thing that this car had was a lot of exhaust work, which, and I'll show you guys this later, but it had a lot of exhaust work, and now it looks like it needs more exhaust work, but um, I'll get into that later. So yeah, so I'm just gonna give you guys a little walk around of the car before I show you guys more. So here's the front. You can see there the headlight's busted, the driver's side headlight. My current it seems like the previous owner put some kind of yellow. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of yellow filling over it, over the hole, over the crack. Then there's some more tape right up here. So I currently have some tape on here trying to prevent any water from getting in there. You can already see there's already some ice in there because of how cold it's about 40 degrees right now. So It hasn't quite liquefied yet, but I suspect that'll be a problem when the summer comes. So there's that. So here's another little walk around here. You can see this headlight's just fine. Um, there's nothing wrong with this headlight, but right here you can see the grill is missing. Basically, it got smashed inwards. It got cracked right here and totally snapped off. More bumper damage here. So this car was obviously in some kind of front end. It ended up hitting something in the front here, which I don't know if you guys can really see this on the camera, but my hand kind of goes down the hood, then it kind of dips in right over here. So like it's not quite. It's like you can see how the bumper was like smashed in a little bit here. So it's not quite aligned there. Over here, it's I think it's pretty much normal over here. Here it's pretty good. It's all aligned there. Over here, it's not. It was smashed in. So I'm not gonna bother fixing that because again, this car isn't really meant. The black Prelude I have is pretty much the one I sink all my money into. This one I kind of just bought as like a daily that I don't really put a whole lot of time and money into. So I'm not really gonna bother fixing that because it's. I mean, if you look at it from a distance, you can't even really notice it's really damaged. So yeah. So I'm not really gonna worry about that. Come over here. Over here, that's on the front end. The front end of the car just looks really clean, honestly, for its age. I'm pretty impressed with just how well the plastic has held up and just all the metal on the front here. You look down here, you can see the optional chin spoiler that some of these had back when they were being made. Kind of runs across the whole lower end of the car, and you also get the marker lights for signaling right over here. So that is that. Come over here to the wheels. These are not the wheels the car came with. I actually swapped these over onto this car from my black car, and I think they look pretty good. The reason I swapped them was because on these wheels I have tires with a lot deeper tread on them, and on the wheels it came with, the tread was kind of kind of meh, to be honest. So I figured if I was going to be doing this as a daily, I figured I want the deeper tread on them. So I ended up putting deeper tread on this car. So that's why I have these wheels on there. So these are not the SE wheels. These are from the 93 SI wheels. So come over here. The whole the sidebar here looks pretty good until you get up to here. This is where it gets kind of nasty back here with all the rust. This car's a north car. It's been up north its whole life pretty much. Right here, it got it pretty good, unfortunately. It's all chunks of metal missing. Right over down there, you can see even more. Looks like it's starting to cave in a little bit down there. And then you get a little bubbling right over here. So it's kind of unfortunate, but that's just how it is, really, with these northern cars. Coming over to the back. The back, there's really not too much to say about the back. It's in pretty decent shape. Up here, over here, the trim is kind of, all here the trim's kind of peeled off here. But if you kind of ignore that for a minute, you can see everything else. Everything else looks like it's in pretty decent shape. I see a little bit of the inside there, which I'll show you a little more in detail shortly. The taillights work. Taillight's functional. Taillight's in good shape. Prelude badge. Prelude Special Edition. That's what SE stands for. Honda logo. And it has the dual exhaust that this car has. On my black car, it only has a single exhaust. I think the owner on that car must have changed it at some point. But here, it looks like they actually kept the main exhaust header. And then if you look down here on the under side of the car, there's more stuff down there. You can see there it has the rear mud flaps too that this car has, or some of these cars had. I don't think all of them had them, but I see here it's got a rear mud flap there. It's also got a front mud flap on the front there. So now I'm just gonna show you guys the interior. Now that I've pretty much shown you guys the whole all the outside. Here's like a little side profile view of the car. So now I'm gonna show you guys inside. So here we go. Open up here. The seats, obviously they've seen better days. This one it's pretty much all has duct tape in it holding it together. So this one is kind of trashy. But over here, if you look at the passenger's in not much better shape. Still pretty torn up, but at least it's got no duct tape on it. Here, this looks like it held up somewhat well, but down here where you sit, it's kind of trashy there. There's the side door. You got the window lock, handle, little air vent, little armrest. Oh, it's pretty nice. You come over here to the dash, iconic UFO-like dash that the 4th gens were known for. Kind of I'd say the dashboard has held up pretty well. I would say I don't see too much wrong with the dash. We come down here. It's an automatic model, no manual. Get a little aftermarket radio right over here. Down here we have a little cup holder, as well as another armrest. And yeah, so that's pretty much the inside of the car. Now I'm going to show you guys under the engine. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to show you guys what's under here. So let's see if I can do this. I'm going to have to set you guys down real quick here. Okay, so I got the engine open. Here's what the or the hood open, I should say. Here's the underside. So as I said before, I only did the minimum to this car. I changed the battery, rotated a couple fluids around, and everything else has been untouched. So I have everything here. And this is pretty much as is right now. I don't foresee doing a whole lot of major work on this car in the future, but if I ever do need work, it'll probably be something in here, like maybe I'll need a new distributor at some point, or I don't know. But yeah, so engine bay looks pretty clean so far. So that's pretty much the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will post another video whenever I do. So have a good rest of your day, guys.